Yeah, Melody, and I'm Tuesday. Please be seated.
I like to give Chris a hard time because then it's like Austin's here.
What do you mean? Austin is here with us in spirit.
The ghost of Austin is here, and if we ask very nicely, maybe he'll speak. Ooh, I'm doing lawyer things.
I'm a big nerd.
We left the door open. There's a seat at the table.
Mm-hmm. And he can fly in and talk about lame-o nerd stuff whenever he wants.
God, what does he like to talk about? He likes to talk about Magic the Gathering.
The new Fleet Flox's album or whatever.
Here's a Christian thing from the Bible I know about.
Oh, yeah, no, he minored in religion. He loves to talk about fucking the Bible. It's annoying. And Shakespeare.
Well, that's exactly why I made the reference that I did with the goat and the door. Go on.
There's no control when Austin isn't here, which to the audience listening right now might be very confused. Why isn't Austin here? Is this not my season 7 Dice Funk that I ordered?
Did they order it?
No, it's not.
Much like everything right now, it's delayed a little bit.
Yeah, so look, allay your fears. Season 7 is going to happen, and we at Dice Funk are committed to bringing you the best season 7 that we possibly can. And by that nature, season 7 needs a little more time in the oven, so to speak. So rather than put out something that we didn't really want to put out at the highest quality it could be, we're going to give you something alternative in the meantime, which who knows how it will be received. Probably poorly, because I'm very pessimistic.
Thank you for that press release, Chris.
Oh, not because of you guys. I have the utmost confidence that you all will be very entertaining. The weight I feel is on me because I'm DMing this, and I apologize in advance to everybody.
Well, good. I'm glad we know where to point the blame then. I was worried. I was very concerned.
I'll shift it onto Austin afterwards, but for right now...
Well, we all know that the show comes together in the edit, so...
Yeah.
I mean, you can all blame me because whenever I fuck up, I get away with it somehow. So
You've got pent-up blame that needs to happen.
So, what we're going to be doing for this mini-season, or... mini-season, I guess is probably the best word for it. This mini-season of Dice Funk is we're going to be doing... I don't know what the best way to describe it would be. I guess courtroom mystery drama. I posed a couple ideas, and the immediate one was, let's do like a Phoenix Wright style courtroom drama. And the second everyone said yes, I realized what that meant. And I was like, fuck, I fucked myself.
you played yourself.
I have to come up with a whole courtroom mystery now. Fuck.
I have to come up. It's so much easier to come up with something where you're like, I can come up with it week to week if I need to, but I really can't. Everything kind of needs to be in place now. So... that's what I've done to myself. And hi, my name is Chris. I'm the DM here. If this is your first time listening to Dice Funk, stop and go back. This is not going to be a good place to start listening to Dice Funk.
Oh, no.
You should wait until season 7 comes out, and in the meantime, go back and listen to season 6. Everyone agrees it was everyone's best work.
Everyone here agrees it was everyone's best work.
That's the only opinions that matter, right?
That's right.
Oh, if only.
Should we, the players, introduce ourselves?
Yeah, well, in just one sec here. I'll just say that if you are listening, strap yourself down and enjoy a fun show. Who would like to introduce themselves first for the audience?
I'll start. Why not? I've got that energy tonight. I'm Laura. I'm here. I'm one of the players, and I'm gonna be playing a spooky ghost goth this mini arc. Ooh.
What's your spooky
do you want some more information about my spooky
Yeah,
ghost goth?
I was like, do you want to talk about your spooky
Oh, wait,
goth?
are we introducing ourselves or our characters?
Everything. Just
Everything.
drop both. Austin isn't here to put his structure and his rhythm into things. Just go hog wild. Start screaming over each other.
Suck on that, Austin.
I'm gonna be playing Elvira Rose, because that is the most, stereotypical goth name I could come up with. It's a ghost of a goth. They're an aarakocra. They're a crow, because crow seems like the gothest of birds. Way too into true crime podcasts, which is why she thinks that she's definitely going to be helpful on a crime case. And every now and then she can talk to ghosts, and maybe she'll pretend she's talking to them other times to see if that'll deceive her way into, getting information and such. Also, she's a warlock, and I'm flavouring that as she's just going to ask other ghosts really nicely to do magic for her and see if it works if she needs to. So, yeah, I'm a goth ghost crow that listens to crime podcasts.
Hot damn. Who wants to talk about their character next?
I'll go next. I'm Conrad
I never
Zimmerman.
hear Conrad go early.
I'm so surprised.
I wanted to break tradition, I guess, and mix it up. Yeah, subvert the system. Get those expectations. So I am Conrad Zimmerman. You may have heard me on podcasts or read things I've written or shit like that, and I'm going to be playing Magnus Finkwhistle of the Harkraven Finkwhistles, heir to the Finkwhistle estate. Magnus Finkwhistle of the Harkraven Finkwhistles, heir to the Finkwhistle estate, is a high elf noble, and a sorcerer because it's fun.
Yeah.
And he's the seventh son of the noble Finkwhistle family. He wasn't expected to have any responsibilities, and so he was afforded the freedom to pursue his interests, and he wound up pursuing the law and wanted to defend those he believed to be oppressed by the state, really pretty much because they said they were. Because Magnus Finkwhistle of the Harkraven Finkwhistles, heir to the Finkwhistle estate, is an idiot who believes 100% what people tell him, particularly if they're his clients. And if it contradicts something that they said previously, he just goes with the new thing.
See, that's going to go so nicely with Elvira, who's just constantly convinced that there's a twist coming. Don't know what the twist is. Everything's a twist. It's got to be the twist.
So it's going to be a real problem, no doubt, and should be comically fun. So that's Magnus Finkwhistle of the Harkraven Finkwhistles, heir to the Finkwhistle estate.
Is Magnus Finkwhistle of the Harkraven Finkwhistles, heir to the Finkwhistle estate, is that their given name?
Yeah.
Okay. So legally, when they're addressed, they must be addressed as Magnus Finkwhistle of the Harkraven Finkwhistles, heir to the Finkwhistle estate.
That's correct.
Okay, excellent. Got it.
Hi.
That's one person left.
Oh, it's me. Hi, I'm Lauren Morgan. My character this season is Beatdown Betty. She's a tiefling. Yeah. What?
Well, because in my mind, when I hear it, I hear Black Betty.
Wham a
Beatdown
lamb.
Betty.
Bam a lamb.
No, because she puts the beat down on you.
Okay. All right.
I mean, beat down what Betty could, wham a lamb.
Hold on. I lost my train of thought. Beatdown Betty. Okay, she's a paladin. Instead of a god or whatever, my devotion is to the Syndicate, which is a faceless criminal organization. Don't ask me for any other information because I have not developed the story any farther. She's a lawyer / mobster, where the other two are maybe trying to figure out the situation. Betty's here to fix it. And she's gonna fix it by being intimidating as possible, and maybe if she can get away with crimes, she'll do crimes. She's a tiefling. She wears spats, obviously. Her purse is shaped like a Tommy gun because you can't bring a Tommy gun into court. But yeah, she's just a big bad Betty.
Wham a lamb.
Well, yeah. So those are our characters. We have Beatdown Betty, who...
Beatdown is her first name, legally.
Okay. Beatdown Betty, who is a tiefling paladin. We have Elvira Rose, who is an aarakocra warlock.
I feel the need to point out, after they've said that their characters' names are their legal given names, this is not... Elvira Rose is not her legal given name. It's the name she gave herself because it sounded cooler.
That's fair. And then Magnus Finkwhistle of the Harkraven Finkwhistles, heir to the Finkwhistle estate, who is, I don't know, I stopped paying attention.
Super proud of himself. That's what he is. He's super proud of himself.
And we're all level 6.
Yes. I'm going to give you all a heads up. And this is actually less for you guys, the audience, or less for you guys, the players, and more for the audience that is at home. I am the kind of DM I really like to facilitate as much fun as possible for the players. So I'm always just generally trying to make things work out for them. I'm going to give everyone a heads up. It is going to seem like I am doing the exact opposite of that in this campaign, but understand that is a necessity to facilitating something that is a mystery that must be solved in layers, essentially. And I am in the background doing things to help the players and make sure it's a fun adventure for everyone. So before anyone gets angry and says I'm being too mean, understand that I have to put this on for the sake of this game that I stupidly suggested.
This is like in the Phoenix Wright game where like you can't do certain things until other things are done because there is a progression that must be achieved.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I see that 3 bullets were fired. Only 1 photo has been shown to me that happened every time a bullet was fired, and yet I still have to talk about the fucking sea monster first. It's absurd.
Oh my god, I
it.
know exactly which fucking case you're on about.
I was just like, I had to wait a whole day to be like, hey, what about those photos that should be out there, you know? And hey, that's what we're going to be getting at here. So, what would be the name of your legal office? Are you Rose, Betty, and what the fuck's the surname on are you Rose, Betty, and Finkwhistle of the Harkraven Finkwhistle heir to the Finkwhistle estate?
Finkwhistle for short.
Okay. So
Rose Betty sounds like some fucking fancy salon.
well, what about Rose, Betty, and Finkwhistle?
That sounds like a salon, and then maybe like a bakery next to it. I would eat pastries from a place called Finkwhistle.
Well, it's up to you guys. You can name your defense team whatever you want.
Rose Betty Finkwhistle.
The Death Squad.
Wait, the Death Squad? Who's Death?
I don't know.
That's the mystery.
We only take capital cases.
Oh my.
You wouldn't have done it, would you, Incorporated?
So you Rose, Betty, and Finkwhistle?
Yeah.
Okay. Rose, Betty, and Finkwhistle, you 3 have been summoned to act as the defense team for a case you were hired on with virtually 0 information. This is extraordinarily shocking, but there seems to be very little you could do about it because, the cases, they don't come in the same way they used to, you know? So you get paid whether they make it out or not, right? So you're just going to take it, right?
Well, I mean, if we get paid either way, then sure.
Yeah, I think that's how lawyers work. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I imagine Austin is at home screaming currently, where he's just like, no, that's how none of this works. But he's
That's
not
how they
here to-
work in our fantasy world.
Exactly. You get paid either way. So,
Well, you do.
well, there you go. There we go. Problem solved. Shut up, Austin. You have no control over me. I was right all along. So you 3 have been summoned together, and court is now in session. That's a gavel hitting the table.
Noise.
Yeah. Me burp. Judgebot 02. Justice style. Swift. Presiding over duty. And you see the judge sitting up on the council. Can you describe what they look like? I've zoomed up their picture a little bit.
Is it a robot?
Oh, that is.
Oh, I don't like his nose.
It's a robot with like a real kind of creepy human flesh face.
It's like a weird piggy
Too
nose.
many too much lips.
Yeah, it's a lot of lip, a lot of teeth, a lot of hog nose.
He's a robot, so I don't think he's got glasses, but he's got like circles on his robot face that look kind of like they would be glasses.
Why are his knees backward?
He's very spindly.
Like a bird.
Well, how dare you? Because these are part of the Modrons, the exemplar forces of law and order in the universe, and this specifically is a duodron, meaning a 2-sided robot, essentially. Not actually 2-sided, but like 2 shapes, I guess, that embody it. I'm not exactly certain how all Modrons work. Some of them open up like flowers, and some of them don't. It's weird.
This one's like 2 boxes connected by a spring.
Essentially. Kind of looks like a robot made of trash, if I'll be completely honest.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really exemplify the law and order section of the universe particularly well.
I will say the thing that creeps me out most is it looks like it has like human skeleton arms.
It's got like weird frog fingers.
And reversed joints.
And like hooves.
The thing that terrifies me the most is that it has teeth, because why would a robot need teeth?
It's just got like a human mouth. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
because
you.
the pig snout type nose isn't like
Enough.
weird also.
Yeah, it's a very disturbing design. You can find this if you look at the 5e Monster Man. You can find designs for all these weird, creepy robots.
Well, I'd rather not at this point. Look at it.
Yeah, I mean, if they're all like that one.
They're all magic. You're missing a real treat. So, JudgeBot02 says, "Court is now in session. Defense team, ready?" And points to you guys.
Oh, is that us? Okay, that's good to know. Good to know.
We're ready, Your Honor.
Bada bing.
Ready. Order in the court and whatever. Yes,
Oh, that's not your job to say that.
that's not my job. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Okay, I'm just excited to be here.
Error. This unit has not seen these individuals before. Introductions, please.
Hi, we're who are we? Betty, Rose, and Finkwhistle? Is that it? Who are we?
Yeah, we're Betty, Rose, and the Fistwinkle.
Yeah, we're here. We're kind of new. Hi.
Magnus Finkwhistle of the Hargraven Finkwhistles, heir to the Finkwhistle estate, steps forward and gives a slight bow and looks at the judge-bot and says, "I am Magnus Finkwhistle of the Hargraven Finkwhistles, heir to the Finkwhistle estates. These are my associates, Betty and Rose."
Excellent. Very formal introduction. JudgeBot is pleased. You see his little arms spin around in approval.
Betty's gonna wink and finger guns at the judge.
You see the judge kind of like its head kind of pivots in very like juddering motions, and it's like, "Error processing. That was not very law."
It's what gestures aren't law now?
Must process for later. Finger guns, you say.
They're like guns, but they're fingers.
Guns do not belong in courtrooms.
Well, it's not the. Oh, that was Cordelia.
-2 penalty points to the defense.
But there's no bullets.
And you see
Your Honor!
you see
Your
its
Honor!
arms will rotate, and then it'll turn to the other side of the courtroom and say, "Prosecution team, ready?" And your opposition on the other side is a massive figure with 2 giant heads on one tall, looming body. This figure is dressed in a particularly nice outfit for the left side of its body, and the right side has the same suit that is crumpled, wrinkled, seems disheveled, and quite a bit dirty. And the left side head speaks up and says, "Damascus and my brother Dirt, D&D law officers, presiding." And he gives like a bow.
How does that work? Do you only iron your half the suit? That seems a little weird, buddy.
"Well, my good dear brother Dirt here is not fond of any sort of life activity that isn't smashing."
But you could iron it for him.
You're already ironing.
You're doing the ironing already.
I did iron it for him this
Oh.
morning. He is a pig.
Oh, the situation is more dire than I thought.
Oh no.
And the other side go, "Oh, smash now!"
What was that?
And he is
I'm sorry.
slamming
Couldn't hear it.
He's slamming his briefcase into the table over and over again, says, "Law now! Guilty!"
Team. I know the twist. The scruffly shirt side, that's the real brains of the operation. I know how this works. That's where it's going.
Great. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on Scruffs.
You do that. Real proud of you.
Yeah, it's clearly a false flag operation. It's a diversion. We're not going to be paying attention to them. I'm going to pay attention to them. I've got this.
Oh, so the guns. I mean, you didn't actually bring a gun, did you?
No, that's why my purse looks like a gun, because they won't let me have a gun. And it's just a gesture being like, hello, you're very cool.
Yes.
But apparently I should have known better. 'cause-
Elvira's just gonna, like, push her face into the bag and go, nah, no gun.
Yeah, they have, like, magic, they have the metal detectors, like...
I just figured I'd ask.
Yeah, no, it was just my hands.
For now.
You're gonna see Damascus on the other side kind of sigh and say, is the defense done talking amongst themselves? I have tee off in 4 hours that I'm still trying to reach.
Hey, you think I care about your golf game, buddy?
No, but I assume you would also want to get out of here early to go back to, I don't know, watching Hippo King or whatever nonsense television shows you distract yourselves with.
I mean, I could honestly stay here all day. I'm in the courtroom. This is wonderful. I'm in no rush.
Because you don't want to stay, I'm going to make us stay now. I'm doing that for you, buddy.
I mean, if I'm totally honest, there's no place I'd rather be than in the courtroom defending the defenseless.
Perhaps you might want to consider change of profession then, because when you get to a case as open and shut as this one, you'll realize you've wasted your time. 4 years in law school to do all of this? Harumph.
Wait. 4?
How long did you take?
4?
Okay, I believe you.
Judge Bot's arms are going to whirl up in motion and say, excellent, time to begin case. Bring out the accused. And you will see, walked into the courtroom, wearing little tiny handcuffs,
Oh,
is this little fella.
I love him. Oh my god, is that a slot?
No, that is not a slot.
It looks like a slot.
What you are looking at is what D&D calls a grung. Grung. They're sort of like other frog people, but these times tropical frog
I
people.
love it. Oh, I want to smooch him. Can I just pick him up and give him a kiss?
I didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, I believe him. Look at how small he is.
Obviously, he's innocent.
You had to use rings for his handcuffs because they're too small.
Whispering this to the team. I think he probably killed someone, but not who we think. That's my current guess.
Well, we don't need to worry about that part. We're only
No,
talking
not about
one
the. Yeah, as long as they
killer.
didn't kill this person, but I think they secretly killed someone else.
We don't need to say that in front of the judge,
Yeah.
honey.
No, I'm whispering. I'm whispering. It's fine. They can't hear ghost whispers. They're quiet.
He's a robot. He can hear everything.
I don't think
Beep
that's
boop.
how.
I hear all.
Yeah.
I said nothing.
Beep boop. Defendant, please announce their name and profession. And the little frog will walk up and say, Brap, Caramit, wizard, apprentice of the dead. She gets a little croak.
Oh.
Apprentice of the Dead was that?
Yes, you see, the defendant here is accused of killing their master, the great wizard, Six.
His name is Six. Maybe he's a dick. Maybe he,
Her name was Six, S-I-K-S. It sounded very cool to her, I assume, and that is the reason why she went with it.
somebody had poor taste here. Ugh.
I'm really glad that they weren't called Seven, because then at that case it would have been an open and shut case, because 6 was afraid of 7 because 7, 8, 9.
Is this all your defense team has brought to the table, is puns and guns?
Well, and justice.
Can that be our new law firm? Can we be Puns, Guns, and Justice?
Okay, Judge, we would like to change our law team name on the fly, if that is permissible. Can we do that?
Well,
Highly irregular, but allowed. Beep boop.
I'm gonna flip open my phone. Hey, Bob, change the sign. Change the sign. I'm gonna text you what it says now.
I'm sorry. You're puns, guns, and justice now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, The defendant has revealed themselves. It is Grung. Her name is Karamit. She is a wizard. She is the disciple or apprentice, I guess you'd say, of the victim in this case, who is Six, a half-elf wizard, a very powerful wizard. And Damascus is going to begin the prosecution's little kind of intro here, where he says, "This case is relatively straightforward and simple. As we know, the victim was beheaded in their own tower using this," and reveals a weapon to the court. It is a long sword with red blade, with like red edges to the blade.
Well, that's cool.
It is a vorpal blade.
That's a fun noise.
Yep, that's
It goes snicker snack.
Mm-hmm. That's how you killed the Jabberwocky, we assume. I don't think they ever actually used it. He says, "This weapon was used to behead the victim. And of course, there was only one possible culprit in all of this, which is the defendant you're seeing here. Ergo, open and shut case."
Can I get a size comparison?
The sword is literally bigger than the defendant.
Thank you. I wanted to know that. Can I pick up the defendant, look into her eyes, and roll insight?
You absolutely can.
I got an 11.
So what are you trying to... Are you just trying to get their disposition?
Yeah, I'm just like, do I believe this motherfucker?
Yeah, you do. This looks like an individual who is very scared right now. It's a very tiny little creature who understands the situation they're in and is very, very scared.
Can I put her on my shoulder? She can see better from up here.
Temporarily, you are allowed to do so.
So I have a lot of questions. Like a lot of questions. Let's start. Frog. Okay, the sword much bigger than the defendant. How do you believe that they held it and wielded it enough to do an attack? Second of all, very small defendant. How do you think the defendant got up to a very tall person neck, huh? How do you explain that, huh?
Oh, this truly is your first case, isn't it?
Yes, but that doesn't change the fact that I have questions. I feel like I would be foolish if I just accepted your premise at face value.
At least you have some fight in you. I'll give you that. The defendant there is a relatively weak wizard, but they do have several spells in their book, including some that would allow them to get up very tall places and deliver the savage strike that beheaded the sorcerer or the wizard in a single strike.
But if they're smaller than the sword, then how did they, even if they got up high, how they do the sword lifting?
Have you ever heard of a spell called Enlarge/Reduce?
Oh, yeah.
It appears that
Do you got fingerprints?
In fact, we do.
Fuck.
There is one set of fingerprints upon this sword, and it is that of the defendant's.
Oh, fuck.
As you see, Your Honor, open and shut case. And Dirt's going to slam his briefcase into the floor and go, "Touchdown!"
Obviously, Your Honor, there are a lot of unknowns to be established. Certainly, it's possible that the defendant did, in fact, wield this incredibly large weapon using a spell that made them capable of carrying it and performed. It's a very believable story, but it's equally believable that the fingerprints got on there by someone else placing our defendant's hand onto the sword after the fact to implicate them.
Also, and I think this is the most important piece of evidence we're going to hear all day today. The fact that the prosecution keeps saying this is an open and shut case, that's always what they do when they know that they're the villains. No one says open and shut case unless they know there's something to hide, that they want it to open and shut.
Hey, Judge, how you think we're supposed to defend our defendant here if the prosecution has all this evidence they haven't shared with the defense yet?
Beep boop. Understood. Now presenting into evidence. Defendant's spell book. And they will drop a spell book in front of you guys. That is the spell book recovered the day of the murder. All of the spells defendant had prepared at the time are inside.
Can I roll an investigation to search the spell book for clues?
You can. How about you give an investigation, and as a team, you give an arcana check, because you're trying to read a wizard's spell, so you need to figure out what all their weird script actually means.
Okay, so I'll do arcana first. Oh, that's the same score.
That's a 4.
Botch!
We don't know
For
shit about
investigation,
magic.
I also botched. I botched twice.
Wow, Lauren.
Hey, you know she's big, maybe her brain not so big.
Chris, why did you let us roll things?
I know, I shouldn't have had any
I should have
rolls in
stopped when I was like, oh, the arcana didn't go well, but I was like, it already botched. I can't get another one, right?
this. Lauren, what do you
I
think
tear it in
happens?
half by accident. Oh, my big meaty hands.
Beep boop. That was our only copy. Beep boop.
I don't know my own strength.
Minus 10 points to the defense.
Fuck.
Beep boop.
Don't let me touch things anymore. My hands are too dangerous.
Well, there are shreds of paper in front of you.
So shreds? Damn it. Why does it have to be shreds?
Well, it's ripped up pieces.
Yeah.
It's she grabbed it and just ripped it right in half.
What would I roll to like tape them back together?
Well, I guess I have mending, but
Oh.
yeah.
So you could. Mending's going to take a while though, and if you're just wasting the court's time while that's happening, they're going to be displeased. So.
No, but we'd actually like to request a recess from your honor and have an opportunity to interview our client and understand their side of the story.
Request approved, and its arms will spin around back and forth, and they bang their gavel into the what the fuck do you call it? Stand?
Podium?
Mantle? Podium?
Judge's bench?
Bench, to the bench. They slam their gavel into the bench and says 10-minute recess.
That's not very many minutes.
You should get snacks and use the facilities.
Let's go out to the lobby.
Let's go out to the lobby.
Please support your local courtroom concessions.
Right, so what is this frog's name again? Carmela? Was it?
Kara. Full name Kara Mitt.
Karamit. Like Kermit.
Uh-huh.
It's, yeah.
Yep.
Is that literally...
Yep.
Okay.
Do you see what color she is,
Yeah,
though?
she's green.
It ain't easy.
It's
She's
not
green.
easy as somebody who's green.
She's green. Her name's Kara Mitt.
Hey, so, Kara, quick questions up front. Did you do it?
No.
Well, okay then. Good enough for me.
Kara, look in my eyes. I know you did not do this.
Okay, so we need to just like honest answers up front. We need to know everything. Why are your fingerprints all over this?
Tell us what happened the day of the death of your master.
Yeah, tell us everything.
The whole day. What you had for breakfast, lunch, tea, murder. Yeah.
I ate flies like I normally do. Balanced breakfast of oats and flies.
Did anything taste weird? Could you have been poisoned?
I mean, all flies taste weird, you know. They fly weird places. You taste that. But, you know, it's where you get your protein.
Oh.
I don't remember anything too out of the ordinary. I was helping Master prepare for a ritual, and then, well, I lost consciousness. And then when I came to, I had the sword in my hands, and Master was beheaded.
I bet this bitch faked her own death. I've seen it a million times. I've seen it a
Oh my
million
God,
times.
that is always the answer. It's always fake death. It's always fake death.
All right, what was the ritual your master was attempting to perform?
She was ascending.
Okay, that's kind of a big
Yeah,
ritual.
Ascending to what?
Well, she said to a form without death.
What's the prosecution putting down for your motive here?
Well, they say that I was killing the master because not all of her experiments are humane.
Was she bad to you?
She's not the nicest, but you get work where you can.
Oof.
Only
Yeah.
one way to climb the corporate arcane ladder, so to speak.
Okay.
Oh.
I have a question. Do you have any, is there any dirt on you? Anything like that, you hope no one knows, but, the prosecution are totally gonna know and gonna throw against your face later that we can be prepared for?
Well, I don't think so. I keep to myself mostly.
No secret addictions or anything? Nothing that, no secret family you're trying to fund?
I'm addicted to flies.
Is there anyone else that might have wanted Six dead?
A lot of people, I guess, could. She was a pretty powerful wizard, and they make enemies.
That's true, they do. Does she have like a thing? Anything? I don't know. Maybe a little illegal happening?
Who?
6.
6?
Like, was she getting into any shit? You can tell me, I'm your lawyer. Look at my eyes.
She
can
was
trust me.
involved in a lot of weird, rituals, and I don't know. I don't think she was always at the soundest mind.
All right, well, what were the preparations for the ritual?
Oh, it was a lot of stuff. I wasn't really privy to it all. Master mostly just had me keep up all the other facilities in the tower in the meantime. Make sure, the ooze pit was being cleaned and...
Wait, it's an ooze pit. What do you clean out of an ooze pit? It's already full of ooze.
Well, you don't want the ooze to eat everything. We have a janitor for a lot of that stuff, but you need to make sure that the ooze is being fed, it isn't breaking out and devouring everything, That the frozen angel statues aren't, exploding open with the power of the heavens.
So, we're still doing mending on the book. What spells are in that book that are going to look bad for you? I'm guessing enlarge reduces in there.
So, as a team, one more time, let's try an investigation check. Actually, no, this is...
It should be
this is
Arcana,
putting things...
right? Yeah.
Yes, it should be Arcana.
Same for me.
20.
15!
8! Inexplicably. I can't understand it.
It's much easier to read the spells when they haven't been ripped up into pieces.
Yeah, but as a team, you succeed, and you're able to go through the spells. Now, one spell that definitely does worry you in there is Levitate, where they could easily have this individual rise up. However, the spell Enlarge/Reduce is not in the spell book.
Levitate would be...
I get you to the height,
Is that
but
a concentration? Because that doesn't explain how she picked up giant sword if she didn't enlarge or reduce.
Well, she couldn't. It wasn't in the book.
Yeah, that's good. Take that, dirt and dead ass kiss. I tried to give him a bad nickname. It was nothing. It sounded like a compliment.
You're like, dirt and hot ass hunky dude. Damn it.
Yep.
All right, your recess time is just about up. Do you have any last questions for Kara or any last things you want to check through the spell book for? You have the opportunity to do one of those.
Who would want to frame you? Do you have any enemies?
Oh, no. most of the people who work at the tower are really cool. It's just 6 that nobody really likes.
Nobody likes her.
Yeah.
Has anybody been disrespectful or dismissive of you being there?
No, not really. We're all pretty much in the working class when it comes there, so we kind of stick together.
Okay, well. I don't know. This doesn't help me, I'm sorry.
All right, your recess time is done. Court is coming back into session.
If he doesn't use that, I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Oh, yeah, there should be Phoenix Wright scores all over this place.
Oh, I know he was like, I'm looking for Godot's theme a little while back.
Okay, so before anything else happens, Elvira is gonna just ask the judge, can I get clarification on one point, please? You do operate Zone of Truth in this courtroom, am I correct?
Absolutely. Zone of Truth is always active on Zip, the defendant stand.
We gotta put her on the stand.
Okay, yeah. Hey, Kara? Did you do the murder?
No, I don't think I did, no.
We already know she wasn't conscious for the time in which the murder actually happened, so she doesn't know if she did it.
Oh, but then that's, not coercion, but
Well, it might make it involuntary, but that's the best you could hope for anyway. It would still be the murder. That doesn't disprove she did it.
but involuntary is a different situation. Somebody puppeting your body, you know.
Okay, so questions, Kara. Would you have any reason at all to want the defendant killed?
Don't. Oh, God.
I guess there have been days where I thought it'd be nice.
I mean, but we've all had a terrible boss, right? Right, jury? Haven't we all had?
Anyway, let's forget about asking Kara questions. The book.
No, we need to ask him better questions.
You're gonna see Damascus on the side, just slow clapping. As he sits
Hey,
back in his chair.
Chris, you warned us up front there were no consequences this season, so it's
There's
fine.
none.
Yeah.
You're all okay.
Um,
He's like, thank you for giving me the motive, by the way.
Can I spitball him? I want to spitball him.
hey,
Can I slide a hand to spit a spitball?
so,
Yeah, you could give me a ranged attack.
Okay, so, Kara, did anybody else working there in the tower dislike 6?
Oh, everybody really kind of disliked 6. She was kind of a shitty boss.
I rolled an 18.
Yeah, you nail him right in the forehead.
Yes, I do. Yes!
So then it's entirely possible that any number of people working at the tower could have had a reason to kill 6 then.
Potentially any of them could. However, were any of them in the room with the victim when it happened with the fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Fingerprints.
Well, but you yourself pointed out that this is a tower full of very powerful mages who can do all sorts of amazing things, like position my client to appear to be holding the murder weapon after the murder has been completed.
Have proper police interviews been done with everybody working in the tower that day?
Because this smacks to me of just sloppy investigative work.
Lazy police work.
also, and the spell book, we've gone through it. No enlarge reduce. There's levitate, but that wouldn't explain our client being able to wield a sword considerably larger than themselves.
Okay, you, Laura, I love you. You need to stop giving information. I love you. You need to stop providing information. What we do is we eliminate you. Good, right? You were correct. Enlarge reduce is not in the book. Levitate, we don't talk about.
So here's the thing. This is not Laura. This is Elvira going, I've listened to crime podcasts. I know that I can help.
Laura's playing
Elvira's
this like
not
a
helpful.
right game, and I feel like Lauren and Conrad are playing this like they're the actual legal defense, who are just like, no, we just need to mitigate. We need to cut out as many red flags as we can.
So here's the thing. You are all playing correctly. I'm spicing this shit up.
So Damascus is gonna be like, Oh, really? No enlarge or reduce in their spell book. Well, that is quite the pickle. If it weren't for the fact that Master Six had spell scrolls for nearly any spell at a 5th slot or lower available in that tower for use, it is perfectly reasonable to think that the defendant who had access to these spell scrolls could have simply pulled out one for enlarge and reduce for the sake of this crime.
Prove it! Can you prove it? If you're gonna talk big, put your money where your mouth is. Give me that scroll with her fingerprints on it.
The proof, or the burden of it, is on you, the defense.
Wait, no, wait, is this backwards court? Because it's on the prosecution. They have the fucking...
This is how Phoenix Wright works. You have you have to prove who did it. You can't just say that there's not enough evidence that your person did it.
This is magic weird world where the defense is the one that has to prove everything.
Well, you're right, Damascus, but have you ever thought that we have a problem with our criminal justice system? There's something not right here.
Well, that's an interesting conversation for another time. But again, tea time is in only about 2.5 hours now, so we really should just be wrapping this thing up, okay?
Judge, can I have a 2.5-hour recess?
Beep boop. For what reason?
To interview everybody in the tower and not to slow down Damascus.
Declined. Beep boop.
Fair. It's easier to ask for permission than forgiveness, I guess.
You were very polite in the decline. +1 point to the defense.
Gara.
Yes?
My sweet baby girl. Look into my eyes. I will protect you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, so you remember nothing.
I don't. I was in the chamber with Master, and she was working on her ritual, and then I was gone. And when I came to, I had the weapon in my hand, and Master was dead.
Where in the tower was your master's office located?
Oh, at the very top.
Now, are there any, secret passageways, secret doors, anything that somebody else could have gotten in or out of? There's magic, obviously, but let's see what we can prove with buildings.
Probably, but most people don't have access to get into the office.
Who does have access?
I feel like the answer here is going to be very bad for us.
Probably.
But it's the truth, we gotta know.
Only me.
Oh, Gara, come on, man.
And the janitor.
And the janitor.
Of course. The janitor.
It's always the janitor.
Tell me, Kara, did Six often leave a very messy office?
It wasn't the most cleanly, but she had a system.
Did she tip?
No.
Did she give holiday powers and pay and bonuses?
What are those?
Aha!
See, Judge, what we got here is a clear case of class warfare. Also, not because I don't know, but Your Honor, just remind me, how does sentencing work in this universe we live in? Is there, you going for first-degree murder, you going for manslaughter, if it was if she was involuntary, not saying she did, but if anything involuntary happened, that'd be a lesser crime, right?
Beep boop. If she is found guilty or no other alternative person is presented within 3 days, beep boop, her life as we know it will be over.
See, considering this is Phoenix Wright Court where you have to prove who did it, not just that you didn't do it in 3 days.
It's not about just proving without a shadow of a doubt that your client is innocent. You also need to figure out who else did it.
So, having played my fair share of Phoenix Wrights, the way we get through this is we ask the things that, incriminate our client but do give us additional information, and that will eventually give us the hole that we can start pecking at. Things have got to look worse before they look better.
Any other evidence in the docket or whatever? Case file?
Damascus is going to interrupt and say, honestly, Judge, we've wasted enough time. Perhaps we should just put the final nail in their coffin and bring out our witness.
Who is your witness?
And if they wanted to know anything, witness, just remember, snitches get stitches.
The doors of the courtroom will open, and immediately all of your noses are attacked by just the most disgusting, pungent smell you have ever
Is it a dead
smelled
body?
in your life.
Is it a dead body? No, it's a lizard, a stinky lizard.
This big guy comes out. This individual, he is a troglodyte, which are creatures in the D&D world who are defined by being extraordinarily stinky. In fact, it is very difficult as a character in D&D to fight one without their horrifying stench distracting you and making it very hard to hurt them. And this troglodyte is going to walk up to the stand and say, "Well, howdy there, fellas. My name's Stinkbut."
And how, pray tell, did you get a name like Stinkbut?
Well, I'm not too smart, so I think I forgot my name, but everyone was calling me Stinkbut, and I just kind of made that my name now, so that way everyone's right.
Everyone's rat.
Yeah, now no one has to be sad that they're calling me by a wrong name, because now it's right, my name's Stinkbut.
So, Mr. Butt, sir.
No, Stinkbut's the name. No
Mr.
need for any
Stinkbutt,
formalities.
Mr. Stinkbutt, you distinguished, sir.
Mr. Stinkbut was my father. Stinkbut's fine.
Hey, Stinkbut, what did you see that they want you to talk about? What's going on?
Well, I was talking the other day. I came up to the master's chamber, to clean out her waste receptacles, as they like to call them in the business. And he flicks his suspenders that he's now wearing. And he says, "So I was just coming up to clean the trash, basically. And, well, I came upon a pretty grisly scene. The defendant there, little Kara, was on the ground, and the blade was covered in blood in her hands. And the master's head was like rolling on the ground like a pumpkin that got away from the rest of the patch, it did."
Did you actually see anything happen, or did you just see the scene? Because we already knew that our client was in the room, and the person was dead. Did you actually see anything happen?
Well, I didn't arrive before the murder actually happened, unfortunately. I came in just a hair too late. I could tell because the blood was still pretty pooly at the time. Very viscous, as they used to say down on the farm. The farm is what I called the pile of feces I used to roll around in as a child. That's where I lived.
And was Kara already unconscious?
Well, I durst sure think so. Poor thing probably made herself faint with how horrid the scene was. There was blood everywhere. It was on the ceiling and the walls.
Wait, did you say on the ceiling and the walls?
Yeah, her head gone plumb flying right off. Looked like you stabbed a whole bunch of turnips and then squeezed them everywhere, shooting that turnip juice everywhere. Except radishes. Radishes are actually red. Turnips are like a yeller, I think.
Did you, Mr. Stinkbutt, sir?
Please, just Stinkbut.
Stankbutt.
I didn't ask you to put a little stank on it. That's it,
No, I just thought maybe you'd appreciate it.
My Christian name is Stinkbut. Please refer to me as such.
I just thought you were nicer. Sorry.
Nah, you're right. Go on ahead. It's always fun to meet new friends.
Oh, thanks, Stinkbutt. I almost did a country accent. Oh. Stinkbutt.
I'm contagious.
Is very contagious. See, and I can't do it. My mouth, it does the thing. Stinkbutt.
Yes?
Did you see anything else peculiar?
No, I didn't.
Maybe somebody in a dark cloak, dashing around the corner. You weren't sure if it was real, if it was a ghost.
Well, the only thing I think I saw that matters is that poor Kara was on the ground and our master was dead. And I think that probably means that she did it.
But it sounds like to me, do we have any scientists here? I have a hard time believing our tiny baby defendant could wield the sword in a manner effectively in a way that would create the level of blood splatter it did. Do we have a blood splatter expert?
Not available. No, we do not. Beep boop.
Why are our courts so underfunded?
Well, I believe we've gotten everything we need out of Mr. Stinkbut. He can please go on ahead and judge. Please prepare your verdict. I can still make my tea time if I run every red light.
Judge, I would like to say I believe that the witness is biased towards the prosecution because the prosecution called them Mr. Stinkbut and was not corrected.
Oh, what's this?
A levity we were not afforded such a levity. I believe that there is a clear demonstration of bias, and we should strike Mr. Stinkbut from the record.
Oh, you're gonna kill me?
Oh,
No, we're not gonna kill you. We're not gonna kill you.
Oh, good. Because I'm 2 days away from retirement.
Good for you, son.
Retirement is what I call the new pile of feces that I'm going to live inside of as my home.
Well, you know,
So Florida.
moving.
I'm upgrading.
Yeah, good for you.
The 2 pieces of evidence right now are the Vorpal sword, the murder weapon, and the spell book.
Okay, I'm going to roll Arcana on the sword.
You could do that. What I'll also offer is feel free at any time, because this is often what Austin mentions to us when we play Dice Funk. You don't have to take characters at face value. Even though the Zone of Truth is available, you can always still roll insight to get a glean into what the character's disposition is.
That's true. Can I roll insight on Stinkbut before I leave?
You absolutely can if you would like.
Yes.
Yeah.
That rolls an 8.
13?
Magnus Finkwhistle of the Heartgraven Finkwhistles, heir to the Finkwhistle estate, doesn't do insight.
No. Everyone is honest.
Okay, well, I'll say with a 13, you are able to glean that Stinkbut seems to be sticking to a pretty concise story.
Which either means it's the truth because it's easy to remember, or
He's been coached.
I still want to investigate the sword.
Is this your normal routine, Stinkbut? Is this the same time you always go and pick up the trash from Six's office in the tower?
Yeah, generally, just about every day. Go in, get the trash, take it downstairs, throw it into the ooze pit, make sure the little guy gets fed.
So you feed the ooze pit.
Yeah. I just chuck everything in there.
Have you already taken the trash from Six's office? Has it already been turned into ooze, or can we look through the garbage?
Oh, yeah, I threw that in the ooze pit yesterday. Just because my boss is dead doesn't mean I'm not going to do my job. That little guy will get the good eatings tonight. I saw like 3 napkins in there.
A lot of what?
A lot of napkins in there.
What was on the napkins?
Probably food, boogers, all kinds of good stuff.
Anything else fun in the trash?
Lots of fun stuff. Trash is always fun.
In this specific trash can on this specific
Old banana
day.
peels, toenail clippings, old yogurt, everything good.
Keep listening, buddy.
Wait, she clips her toenails in her office?
Well, isn't her office her room? That's how wizards do, right?
It is also her office space.
Okay, guys, it's I don't know, it's just weird. I mean, I just didn't know that I was technically a wizard.
Hey, Conrad, in my eyes, you're magical.
Oh.
And Austin sucks.
Oh no, he's sad.
Bam.
Stop being mean to him.
Bam, nailed him. Boom, roasted.
Austin, he doesn't mean it. He loves you.
No, I don't. I'm a mean person at heart. So yeah, he's just gonna list off trash items. He's really kind of only interested in trash and the grossest, stinkiest parts of it.
But I don't want to know what you can potentially sometimes, which you usually find in the trash. On this specific trash pickup, was there anything weird or unusual, or that's not, a little more rare in the trash bin?
Well, there were like some old cracked crystal shards and things like that.
Go on.
Couple scroll tubes that were empty.
What kind of crystals?
Well, I don't know. Pink ones?
Were they all pink?
Some of them weren't. I didn't really pay too much attention.
What was the other color? Stinkbut. What was the other color?
I don't remember. I was mostly interested. There was half a 0 bar on the bottom of that trash can. I was pretty interested in.
Okay. I want to roll intimidation.
Okay.
I rolled an 18. I'm gonna slam my hands on the table. Stinkbut! What color are the other crystals?
Oh, they were like a bluish.
Thank you. You've been very helpful, sir.
Are y'all gonna keep yelling at me?
If we need more answers.
You see him reach into his pocket and slowly pull out half the 0 bar. He just starts eating it.
You deserve that 0 bar. Janitorial work is the hardest work there is sometimes. That's why I know, Mr. Stinkbut. No, Mister, just Stinkbut. That with the janitor's eyes, you will have noticed more about that trash than you ever remembered.
I mean, y'all could go inside the ooze pit. Probably hasn't eaten everything yet.
Wouldn't the ooze pit eat us?
Yeah, if you spend too long in there. That's what oozes do.
What shape were the crystals? I don't want to go in the ooze pit.
They were shards. Do you want to go in the ooze pit or not?
Fine! Judge, can we get a recess to look for the garbage in the ooze pit?
Damascus is going to sigh and say, Judge, before you decide to give any kind of recess,
Oh my God.
the defense must now present in a single statement why they feel it is necessary to prolong this trial when we already have a motive, a weapon, and a witness. There are no other suspects.
All right, the motive is circumstantial at best. It's just no. Bleh.
The witness didn't actually see the crime.
Yeah, the witness didn't see the crime. 2, the defendant said she was blacked out during the crime, and we know that's not a lie because we have zone of truth. And so, thus, somebody could have induced her to murder with
No.
scrolls and crystals.
Someone could have
Well,
done the
not
murder
induced-
while she was blacked out. Could have made her
Yeah,
black
not
out
what
and
I
done the murder
said. I
then.
never said
Not
that
what you
at
said.
all. The thing I didn't say, not that, but
Also, we need to speak to additional witnesses, and check through the trash for evidence.
it seems to me like the police didn't necessarily do the best job of interviewing other workers as they should have, and as the defense that is our right.
Yeah, you're telling me. I mean, this stuff just happened yesterday.
Oh, that's so recently.
Yeah, like I said, that trash is still in there.
See, that's why we gotta go, Judge.
Yes, we need a recess now because there is evidence that if we do not have a recess and investigate the evidence now, the evidence will go away forever, and the evidence might prove something about the crime.
And what kind of judge are you if you don't want the truth?
One who renders judgment swiftly. However,
That's true.
I obey order above all else, for I am a being of law. Recess granted.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wait, no, hold on.
No. No.
I should make you roll a check for it.
Oh, do you want persuasion?
Yes, give me a group
Okay.
persuasion check.
Okay.
15.
13.
12.
Recess granted.
Hooray.
The court case will resume tomorrow. Both sides of the courtroom must use this time to gather sufficient evidence so that everything is brought to a swift end tomorrow.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's very fair.
Betty's gonna take off her jacket, start rolling up her sleeves. Let's go get in some ooze.
Court is now in session. Check it. Prosecution ready, defense ready. Tuesday in front of the judge, things could get heavy. Your Honor, I don't kill beats, I don't even got skills. Please, I plead not guilty. A laugh from the prosecution. You and your crew know exactly what y'all been doing. Your song's ruthless, witnesses saw you do it. Mr. Wrong and I be refuting the evidence, I got to prove it. Defense says, I bet it's baseless conjecture. Tuesday been whacked since he started in grade 11. Never heard his tracks, he ain't saying nothing. Not a single word about how he sprayed a gun clip. The jury's whispering, judge grips the gavel. Slam order in the court, let's see how this thing unravels. Mr. Karma, you may call your first witness. Thank you very much, Your Honor. Let us
April 2020, the Good Vibe Zone. Good vibes only.
It'll be 4/4/20. It'll be 4/20/20.
That's a good vibe.
Yeah.
If you have bad vibes, you need to leave right now.
No bad vibes in my April 2020.
Executive producers for the Good Vibe Zone.
Joseph Tombrell. I was trying to match your energy.
Extellaris.
Jade.
Brent, still every episode of Dice Funk Goatly.
Devin, conduit of evolution.
John Madera, conduit of caramel lattes.
Nephis Decidia, a sheep with crushingly low self-esteem.
You're soft. Take heart. Paul Mullen.
Inspired by all these PhD patrons, I'm getting a degree in what the heck.
I'll be very useful in the new economy. R.I.P. Chip, human fighter, and pal of Hark and Caleb, eaten by an ankeg.
Christman, smiting all the fake Christians.
Toshiro Kuru, new self, 40 pounds lighter, and finally in control of the accounts.
Oh, good for you.
Now that's a good vibe.
Andrew Grothin.
Belated birthday, Jamie, because Patreon messed up last month.
Oh my god, happy belated birthday, Jamie.
Dr. Goatman.
Faith _and_ Valor, formerly transient passerby.
Francois V.
Francois. He's one master.
Oh no. Hold up. What's your starter Pokemon? Dildo, vibrator, or butt plug?
JK.
You just go right past it. Jaspel sitting alone in the VIP.
John what?
Luther Manhole.
Possum Kingdom refugee.
Random conduit of Would You Like a Hug?
Oh, I lost it. Sternad.
Vinny currently dreaming of Austin's bussy cakes.
Hell yeah.
No.
Z23619.
We need to make a judgment. Is Austin's bussy a bad vibe? It's a bad vibe for me.
No, it's not.
Okay. Kevin Dobbins.
A lonely gambling pig trying to be King's Valentine. Oh.
That would be so cute. King and a little pig.
Yeah.
Charlie Chalkley is DMing his first sesh on Saturday. Oh god, Austin, help! I think this was last month too, and they haven't changed it, which means they're dead. R.I.P.
R.I.P. pouring out. Pumpkin Spice itself.
Robert Tuttle.
Anthony, patron of Dora.
Fi, or Fee. F.I., like the character from Zelda.
Morgan Rapp.
Haley Anderson.
Pinko Sock.
Back in the summer of 6D9.
Okay, that's great.
I get it.
Sheev talking shit on a tubular floating crane.
Do it. Tis I, Zedster.
69 Spoopy 420 Sean by Lawrence Lutz.
A horny illithid coming for Austin's pussy. They don't even like pussies. They only like brains. What would they do with one? They just have no use for it.
Yeah, they do.
You little giggle.
A montage of Gothnific staring out into the rain.
A non-horny gift for Austin and a very horny one for the goblin.
A question we all need an answer to: is Anne smarter than King? No.
It's not even close. A werewolf with the Chinese menu in his hand.
AAA Isaac, conduit of Linux mascot Tux the Penguin.
Aaron Norgard.
Abigail Grace.
Adrian Y.
Adiler? Correct me later.
Aftershock, too busy planning an art expo to update Patreon name.
But you did.
How do you know?
Okay. Agent Hedgepiggle.
Aggressively weeping and eating ramen.
Aki Savalainen.
Alex Vepra.
Alexander De Vega.
Alligator Snakefish.
An otter wanting to be your Valentine.
And Valentine's Day was like February. I think we have another dead patron.
Are you going to turn down the otter?
No, it's true. Otters are always welcome. Andrew Birmingham.
Andrew Fedgy, conduit of speaking truth to power itself.
Anna,
conduit of procrastination.
Anon.
Antonio, conduit of aftercare snacks.
Okay.
They're
Arachnival.
important.
Arachnival, making dark deals with the spiders of mortality.
Archduke Archibald's 5-armed hugging cactus golem.
Prickly. Ariadne asking if this island has got any daiquiris.
Arjan de Koenig.
Ash, the gayest bitch in the Midwest.
Austin, I can't believe you had to Google Beasterizer.
I just wanted to check. Austin! I can't do it. Austin! Still love that Skeksis voice. Isaac, conduit of gavel, gavel, gavel.
Austin, it's Math Tiger. The test results are back. It's Bussy Mustelidae.
Oh, no, I haven't gotten my pussy tested.
Badodroid. Badodroid.
Becky Scott Fairley.
Becky Two-Tail, property of Janiac.
BJ, if Lime dies, we all die. So, luckily, we can all rest easy because this has been recorded after the season's over.
B-Ray Echo.
Before we continue, I gotta poop. Back in 5.
Big Time Getty Lee. Conduit of Big Time Bass Riffs.
I wish I could do King voice. I would have done that last one in King voice.
Yeah, but who can besides Chris?
The guy who voice acted Kuwabara in
Don't care. Nope.
Blackstone Morgan.
Blue 6.
Bonus.
Brady, God of Murder, survivor of Lauren's massacre.
You would let a rival challenge you, Lauren?
Who's challenging me?
Brady.
That's fine. There's enough room.
Brett. That's very thoughtful of you.
Britt Relaford.
Bro Jimbo.
Buy your girl some flowers? Question mark.
Callum. Austin is my fave. Lauren is the best. Turner.
Thanks. Cameron Abbas.
Candace listened to Dice Funk Starling.
Kato on the no sex party barges.
Everyone had a field day with him floating in his own private plane, not being able to fuck.
Chief Beef Thief.
Chloe the dog finds bone pile on her walk.
Chris, conduit of bad decisions walling.
What is an unidentified body but a bone pile for dogs?
Oh my god.
CSI dogs. They're so excited.
Oh no.
Chris from Ohio? Is that where we were?
Yes. Christopher Charlow.
Coho Blast.
Cool Christmas, conduit of not paying child support. Don't do that.
It's a Jim Sterling character. We probably talked about this last month.
Oh,
cool Christmas. Doesn't pay his child support. Corum.
Ciara Saldana, prophet of RN Jesus.
Cucumber.
Dan B.
Dandy Snuff.
Daniel Marston, conduit of unnecessary consonants.
Daria, go freaking right.
Dawning Frost.
Dazaslost.
Declan Sands.
Dennis Pancake Detlefson.
Dice Funk. Wait.
Nope.
Dice Fuck. Dungeons and Dildos. Spinoff for for dogs?
DM Tau. Now I have to deal with player shenanigans.
Don Johnston.
Dorian, Conduit of Devotion.
Doro.
Dr. Isix.
Dragon Nexus.
Dylan and Rill and the dog. Listening on a lazy Sunday morning. Also dishes.
Ebrant. Lauren is my friend and I love her. Hi, I love you too.
Lauren, stop making friends with the listeners.
I can make friends with whoever I want.
No, we have to remain above them. We have
Edward R. Jones, the fourth.
Einar J.
Eowalta. Wait. Ewalt? No. EIOWLTA. I am sorry, but I can't.
I think you got it pretty close the first time.
Ewalta?
Ecorin.
Elderly Goose, conduit of
Eleanor Nonante sees Peryton, Horton Vampire Lady with Depression.
Elizabeth Jackalope.
Elusive Lily.
Emma, Math Tiger is 43.47% correct.
It could be better, honestly. You usually want to be over 50% correct if you have the choice. And Digo Van Dane.
Erwin Lilagadek.
Evie, conduit of trying out new name in the credits. It could be Evie? EVI. What do you think?
Evie.
Okay.
Fair Majesty Empress Quintilian Galaxion.
Filmquisition.
Florian H.
Follow Slad Bible on Facebook.
Francois Arsenal.
Frank Sands.
Furries come infecting the credits prison.
See, the joke is everyone's in credits prison now. It was a long con, but we're all in it together, and now it's freeing and it's only good vibes. Can you tell?
Oh my god.
I'm not on drugs.
Where are we? Gage, conduit of loneliness.
Gary Bussy. No.
Ooh. Gideon Therizinosaurus, a pot-bellied bipedal herbivorous dinosaur with 1 m long claws. Is that meter?
Yes, that's a meter. It's big. It's a big for a
Okay.
claw. Ginger beers.
Got more soul than a sock with the hole.
Grapefruit juice.
Graffiti, conduit of rhetorical vacillation.
GSV _ lasting damage. Probably their MLG Pro game name.
Oh. Halju.
Harley the Floral Lyricat.
Harrison Andrew.
Harry, intrigued by Laura's promise of sex octopus cults. Yep, this will be the credits that goes on the sex octopus cult episode, so you just heard that. You're welcome.
Hey guys, it's Ashley.
He's a good Brent, dogs.
How do I make friend? Regards, conduit of social faux pas.
I dread stairs.
Same. Ingmar Grimon.
Evelician.
Jaden.
James Neely.
Janiac, conduit of teledildonics.
I bet the teledildonic stocks are like skyrocketing during the quarantine, huh?
Oh, get in on that shit, right?
Yeah. Janiac bullies Austin while I watch.
J. Logan, conduit of queerness, mage of life.
You could definitely incorporate teledildonics into Austin bullying. I feel like the more
God.
the more I'm suffering, the better it is for you.
Jesus.
Jealous goddess cosplay.
Jen.
Did we say J Logan?
Yeah,
Okay, I was just thinking about.
I think so. J. Logan, conduit of queerness, mage of life.
I was just thinking about dildonics. Jenny
oh my
Colby.
God. Jess Veggie, conduit of veggies.
Jimmy the N Bear, formerly known as Deathworm Jim, unemployed and quarantined.
Same.
In the credits prison with us, good vibes only.
Joanna the Wrench Witch.
Joe G _LTE.
John Carey.
John Potts.
John, conduit of subpar joke names.
Josie, conduit of Buffalo Chicken Pizza. Try a slice. Is this a commercial? I mean, I am already convinced, so it
Jew
works.
Man Jack, back from Planet Crack.
Julian Phillips, conduit of Kaizen.
Yeah, isn't buffalo chicken your favorite?
It's very good.
Just a jester.
Josie, conduit of being Polly to get a heist team of cuties.
Jorgen, Indie Monster, Winewick Ford, conduit of symbols I can't read and lactose intolerance.
I think it's just
Okay. Ah!
Kaji Firesun.
Kate, conduit of fading regret.
Kiefer Lowe.
Kelladry offers Austin a hit of Mitzi's good cat belly.
I finally pet a cat in the first time in so long, and it was blissful.
It's very good.
I could not get enough cat belly. I missed them so much. Anyway, Keller Automat.
Ken, conduit of finally writing this goddamn PhD dissertation.
Kidney, a beholder in a snazzy hat.
Killer Cotton Shizno.
Kaniku fan.
Kitty Foe, warm snoring burrito ate your Valentine candy. Damn.
Corrito Prime, my Patreon saved a life. Damn, that's the opposite of what I wanted. I should start a Patreon, just like patreon.com/help me kill people. I'm probably getting taken down. What do we call it? Patreon.com/Medicare for none.
Oh my god. Go to bed. Criterion, the smoothest of Marios.
You just wanted to read Smooth Mario's. You didn't read Christina, conduit of Sharon needing a hug itself.
I'm sorry, Christina. I did get really excited about Smooth Mario.
Yeah, Sharon gets infinite hugs in the void.
Kyle Badsvik.
Kyle, conduit of Drop Goodwood and King Badass /Fic.
Lady Misfit Dinofact synapses are defined by having one temporal fenestra.
It's going to take us 20 minutes to Google every word in that sentence, but thank you, Miss Lady Misfit Dino Facts. Larry Yellingby.
Yelling NB.
You,
That's my co-host, Austin.
yeah, that's why you're supposed to correct me so it makes you sound cool and like you are invested and good.
Oh, thanks.
It makes you sound better when you correct me.
Lars Owner.
Lauren's mom's duck, conduit of the Untitled Duck game.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Loopy Elephant would like Austin to talk about Mustelidae more.
Which ones? What do you think? The Mustelidae of the month is going to be mink. They're well known for being made into coats, but did you know they're even better when they're alive?
Oh my god.
They're good to pet and to look at. Oh, I love them. So Think about minks this month.
Why are you trying to do this to me?
Lauren Cates, conduit of being thankful that conduits still exist in Dice
Uh-oh.
Funk. Yeah, I mean, they do still exist. It's interesting. This is the first time we've recorded since the audience found out about stuff changing. We'll see how they feel next month.
Love you all, especially Chris. God damn it. Conduit of favoritism.
You can't let him have one.
He has them all.
Oh, half the credits are like, I love Lauren.
That's
Show me
true.
your boobs.
Yeah.
Come on.
I know. It's just he's so talented.
Ludovico Limited.
Luke Powers.
Luther, the conduit of a button quail and a pear tree.
Manticore Deathlord.
The Cult of Gorfanax.
Master Zemnohort.
Mateo Zanek.
Matt Collier.
Matt Lackett's conduit of...
Ingiram imus nocte et consumimer igni.
Hopefully you didn't just summon a demon. I think Igni is definitely fire, so that's
fine.
not great. Matthew, listen to Dice Funk and Neoscum Schultz.
Maximum Side Boobs, celebrating 1 full year of tasteful nudity.
Majin, conduit of 3D printing Dickosauruses for everyone I know.
Melbent.
Melissa, the birthday dice goblin.
Happy birthday. Michael Hall.
Miles, conduit of strong Byleth opinions, but she fun though.
Modified Matthew.
Mr. Willie Phoenix, Steven, lesbian Pooh, Seagull,
Mr.
Pooh
Willie
Bear
Phoenix,
Shaker.
Steven, Lesbian Seagull, Pooh Bear Shaker, get your shit together.
Okay, I'm excited for when the Byleth credit gets replaced by the whatever character from ARMS they add to Smash Brothers. Remember ARMS, Lauren?
You know I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Namita and Eskin's conduit of error.
You can't just call me out in front of the whole credits.
They don't care if you know about ARMS.
Nicholas Dominic.
Nicholas McDonald.
Nick.
Nick Thetford, I forgive you for bringing up face sitting.
Nonfinite.
Oi, Austin, when I eat that ass, should I use a fucking knife?
Only respect for my McQuare. Hashtag Zoe Fan Club.
Pae Robjerg.
Pangolin.
Patrick Babcock, conduit of This Is Fine itself.
Patrick Connor. Oscar Gifford.
Patrick Williams.
Please check my webcomic, ruinhisfortune.com.
They didn't write this, but I'm going to add, or else.
Yeah, do it.
Sorry, that was a bad vibe. Pocket Sundial.
Pruitt Holcomb.
Puck Boy.
Pyropsychotic, because the cake was a lie, and who doesn't like fire?
Do you like fire, Lauren?
Yes. Just
Okay.
not on me, on my, like...
Yeah, no, the implication is it doing other stuff, not
Yeah.
just to cuddle.
Yeah.
Rizumi Azura.
Remsiv.
Rob Dakin.
Fighter of Rob Nightkin. Let's harmonize with me.
Oh, I thought you wanted to do it. Fighter of
No.
Rob Nightkin.
You tried.
I'm sorry.
Robert Chisholm. Conduit of Gigantamax Cornelia wrecking shit.
I was actually really curious if you were going to Gigantamax during the final boss fight and try to fight the T-Rex or reptile to reptile.
I forgot about it.
Robin.
I'm dumb.
You're not dumb.
Oh, my brain's just bad. Rule 34. Bob Chiaclone. Chiaclone.
S. Kearney, working 9 till 5.
Do, 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 do.
I
Yeah.
knew it.
Salad Child.
Sam.
Scarlet Eyes Yuri.
Sean Lyons Burke, conduit of Manning Byleth out of spite. There you go, Sean.
Simmons. Conduit of Harder Slatty.
See, it's not as funny as when you do it because that's the thing people want to hear you say and not a terrible fucking embarrassment for me.
Sergeant Rattlebones. 31st
Not-
Pussy Protection Brigade. 35th Pussy Protection.
That's literally what I was going to say.
Gotcha.
The 35th Bussy Brigade. Shane Sedgwick.
Shane Ware. Conduit of Hedonistic Pansexual Polyamorous Switches.
Simon Lee, conduit of Chungus, bearer of Dinkus, minion of John Con.
Sin Milk Tom.
Skimbleshanks, the railway cat, the cat of the...
Railway! Slime King Mike, but purple, seeking revenge for not choosing the Slime River.
That'll haunt you for seasons to come. Sporeman Zero.
Starlight Glimmer did nothing wrong.
Stephen Cleese.
Steven! Attending ABA, Austin's Bussy Anonymous meetings.
Well, Stephen is not anonymous anymore, because now I know what you've done.
There's a lot of people named Steven.
Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Not going to sing it because I'm upset about all the fists that are happening.
Cyretha says, check out The Last Unicorn novel and movie.
Thanks for the recommendation, Cyretha. Cool. Tabitha Spokes.
Tales of Inquiry.
What if people just recommended shit to us every week? They're like, hey, have you ever checked out Call of Duty? Like, thanks.
No.
I don't even know. Where are we even? Tales of Inquiry?
Did we say Tabitha Spokes?
We did now. Did you have a problem with Call of Duty? Was that noise was?
Yes. Also, I have this thing, and I can't stop myself from doing it, and I don't know why I'm like this, but if somebody tells me to do something, I won't do it.
It's called being a contrarian. Also, it's extremely inconvenient because mostly people are trying to give you helpful advice.
I know!
Teraflops.
Terezi Pyro Transing June Egbert.
Also, you didn't tell me what's wrong with Call of Duty. You don't like when the men shoot the men?
No, I'm just being a bitch.
The murderous mongoose who's secretly standing directly behind you.
The precursor.
The tasty cakes that Yorski bakes.
We know what cakes they're talking about. It's your pussy.
The only cakes I have is when I'm caked up. That's it.
Titus.
Tim Lutton.
Toby Gleason Stack.
Tom Bowers.
Trees, they are us.
Trevor S. the Goblin Teacher.
Does Trevor S. teach goblins? Or are they a teacher that is a goblin, or both?
I don't know if you can teach goblins. I feel like they kind of do what they
You
want.
try.
Shanus.
Universal Toby.
Vib the Glib.
Oh, that's fun.
You say that. It's
Vib the
fun.
Glib.
Vib the Glib.
Victoria Melito, conduit of quietness.
Ward Van Open.
Willian Vinky.
Will you be my Yamantine? Why everyone talk about it's April? What's happening?
Who cares? Yams are delicious. Yes, I will be.
Okay. Ziphosaurus.
Ziphosaurus!
You expected a patron, but it was me, Dio. I actually don't know what his inflection is in the English because I listened to it subbed, so I have no idea how to even approximate that.
It's probably
in
not
English.
as good.
Yeah.
You just read that one. Zoltar, the Viking death metal caterpillar, conduit of retribution.
Z, or is it sleeping? Zzz. Okay, I guess a bunch of people had this idea. Oh well, I'm trying to get to the end. You almost made it. There's only one under you.
I know. I'm only happy when it rains Zukas.
And they got in because of the quotation marks at the beginning of the garbage lyric and not because of the Z's. But good try. Everyone, the good vibe zone is officially coming to an end. You're welcome for inclusion in our space. It's a new season. We got one-shots that this is attached to. Enjoy them. Make sure to check the descriptions for the people's social media, the Twitters, their Patreons, their YouTubes, their Twitch. Everything's linked. We can't run it all down because literally it's going to be like 20 different players.
There's so many cool new people.
But make sure you check the descriptions. That's where all that is. You can support the show, patreon.com/Austin Yorsky, patreon.com/LauraKBuzz, patreon.com/Weekly Manga Recap, and of course, for everyone who's on the normal episodes, Lauren. What about you?
I'm Ragalicious on Twitter. You can buy my titty pics there. I'm also on a podcast called Humans Hollering at News. Look it up. It's on Patreon, and it's fun, and we talk about nice things. And if you like some good vibes, that's all we do.
Do you want to say something earnest about the quarantine and how we appreciate all your support, and we hope we're here for you, and make sure if you're bored, inflict our podcast on your family and animals, and just blast it out the windows at the people who can't leave their homes?
Yes, all that Austin said. No, I really do appreciate it. A lot of people have been very supportive of me because I've been unemployed, and supportive of you because you need to survive.
Cannot live.
So thank you, and kiss all your pets for me on the snoot.
Mwah!
Or snoot equivalent.
How gross do you think that noise was? I can see the waveform, and it's really unappealing.
It was weird.